Hello and welcome to Trout Talk here on Saga 960 AM. I'm Brendan Lang along with Mikey K, Mike Karafilidis, two of the three broadcasters for the Brampton Steelheads. Mikey, of course, doing all the heavy lifting on the road, also doing the interviews. He was between the benches a little bit at home too, does everything, this Mike Karafilidis. But we're on here today, episode number 11 here of season 3. It's going by quickly. We're already deep into the year now, Mikey. We're getting into November. We'll talk about some of the games. We'll talk about some achievements here in a moment. But before we do that, how have you been doing, Mikey? How's it been treating you, and how was the road trip?
Oh, yeah, no, the road trip was good. You know, we got a win in Sarnia, which was good. It was nice to get that win in a shootout too, right?
Yeah.
To get that out of the way. So Windsor, it was a good effort, really, really good effort. I mean, they were down 3-0, and then they kept. We'll touch on that later on to come back to tie it at 3, and then wheels kind of fell off a little bit in the third period. But other than that, yeah, no, the road trip was fine. It was good. And I'm trying to break a curse here, so that's the reason why. If you're watching on YouTube, I was explaining to Brendan before this, so I'll explain to you right now.
Yeah, let's hear it. I want to hear.
All right, so I'm wearing this Browns toque here because I'm sick and tired of losing. So here's the thing: I'm going to keep this on all the time around the house when I'm at home, and not when I go to sleep. Not when I'm out, but when I'm outside too, of course, and whatnot.
Of course.
So I'm wearing this now because I'm trying to break the curse. We lost. The Browns lost to the New York Jets on Sunday. The New York Jets. What a joke.
That's a new low.
It's a low. It's the biggest, exactly. It's the biggest low ever. So anyway, so I'm wearing this now. So I'm trying to break a curse here. So let's see if something can happen with this. If they keep winning, or if they win the next game, and say your prayers. If you're a Browns fan, go to church on Sunday, or do what you got to do to try to get the Browns to win. And they're playing Baltimore. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I'm trying something new. So let's see if this too can work. And I'm going to wear it all the time, and that's it. Except for when I go to sleep. I don't care what anybody says. That's right.
Okay. Well, who's their next opponent?
Baltimore.
Oh, sorry,
Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, you mentioned that. Okay.
Baltimore Ravens at home.
Right.
And it's going to be deep trouble, I think. But we'll see what happens with those. See if the two can bring them good luck here. Yeah. And how about yourself there? How you been doing?
I've been doing pretty good. Not a ton going on, but I did want to mention something to do with the Browns because you have the hat on. Why in the world would the Colorado Rockies want to bring over the architect of the Cleveland Browns?
Take him. Paul DePodesta. Take him. When I saw that, I was like clapping to myself. Oh my goodness. I wish I was at the when he got that job. I wish I was at the airport to drive him there. I would have drove him. I would have drove him to the airport 100%. I would have taken his bag. See you later, sir. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Then I probably would have, good riddance. I probably would have said it and whatever. Because that's all I have to say about that. I'm not a Paul DePodesta fan.
No, and I just I'm a loosely based Rockies fan. I'm like, obviously the Blue Jays, and then in the National League, you got to have a team, and the Rockies have always been my National League team. Kind of going back to, like Todd Helton and Larry Walker, of course, Canadian playing there. So, I've always kind of, and then later years, Nolan Arenado and all those guys, Charlie Blackmon. But so I am a Rockies fan in the National League. When I saw that, I was like, okay, what are we doing here? The Rockies are already the worst run organization I've ever seen in my life, at least in baseball. And now they're bringing in the guy who orchestrated the Cleveland Browns.
Yes, take him. Oh, they're gonna love Paul DePodesta. Oh, he's gonna bring them to the top. All right, yeah. The architects. Yeah, the architects. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, and if Colorado ever lets him go, I'll drive him to the airport from Colorado. To the whatever.
Oh man. Yeah, that one threw me off when I saw that. I understand he was a baseball guy first, and it's kind of where he got his start, but still just isn't doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But
No,
you know what? He's in the movie Moneyball, so
he
maybe
is. That's right.
yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah,
is.
maybe he can
Yeah.
bring some of that
Well,
magic.
what's his name played him?
Jonah
That
Hill.
guy. That's it. Jonah
Yeah,
Hill
yeah.
played him. Yeah, once in a blue moon. Give me a break.
Yeah,
Once
it's
in a
a
blue
great
moon.
movie, great movie.
Maybe he's a baseball guy, but he's not a football guy.
I
I'll
mean,
just
he
say that.
is like he is a baseball guy, but I don't trust somebody who, I mean, what the Cleveland Browns have done over the past little while, so
Yeah.
I
Oh,
I,
yeah. I
I
sure
don't
do.
yeah, I don't really trust that guy. But we'll see
No.
how it works out. We'll see how it works out. We're in the baseball off season right now, so lots of rumors swirling around. You gotta love that time.
Oh, yeah.
It really bothers me because like the NHL and the NBA and even the NFL to an extent, like their free agencies are good. Like the first day of free agency, all the big names just sign.
Mm.
Baseball, it takes like 8 months for anybody to even come close to signing a contract. It's really frustrating to watch, but yeah, I guess I got to keep up with it. But
Well,
it's
how
a
about?
slow moving.
Oh, I totally agree. You know what? How about John Schneider getting snubbed for AL Manager of the Year? What's
Crazy,
up with that? Like, and no
crazy.
disrespect to Stephen Voigt, like he did a good job getting them in the playoffs. So come on, like
Yeah,
come on, man.
I think it was a lot of like recency bias because they went on that 10-game winning streak at the end and they, came back from the biggest deficit I think ever to make it into win their division with being behind the Tigers 15 games.
Hmm.
So I think that was kind of part of it. But I agree with you, man. I mean, the record was worse than last year. Like, I mean, Schneider went from having the worst team in one of the worst teams in baseball to taking them
Yeah,
to winning the division. Obviously, it's a regular season award, so you can't count what happened in the playoffs. But like, still winning the
St-
division, having the best record in the American League from being one of the worst teams ever fielded in the franchise's history. I know it seems a
oh,
little bit of a snub. All the Gold Gloves that were snubbed as well. Like Clement didn't win one, which I thought was
yeah,
crazy. Jimenez didn't. Anyways, whatever. We don't have to get into that, but
yeah. You
um,
know what? It's just nonsense,
yeah,
in my
yeah, yeah, yeah.
opinion.
Yeah. Lots of snubs there. All right, so you know what? We'll take a break. We'll come back on the other side, and we're gonna have Steelheads defenseman Jakub Fibigr on the show. So you're listening to Trout Talk here on Saga 960 AM. And welcome back to Trout Talk on Saga 960 AM. I'm Brendan Lang, along with Mikey K, Mike Karafilidis, and now we'll bring on Steelheads defenseman Jakub Fibigr. Jakub, thank you so much for joining us, man. How are you doing?
Good guys, how are you? I'm actually
Good.
on the way home with Parker, McGregor, and Aggie. So
You're not driving, right?
no, I'm not.
I am.
Parker is. So
Okay.
Oh, okay. I see him there. Good, good.
yeah, we
Okay,
had a
keep your
little
eyes on
longer.
the road, son.
Yeah, we had a longer practice today. We played some baseball after. So sorry about that. I'm in a car, so I hope it works.
No, it's okay. No, no. Thank you very much for coming on.
All
Appreciate your
good.
time. But so you played baseball. Where
Yeah.
where where did you play baseball?
So we had like a new thing after the Blue Jays. So we got into baseball, and we played baseball in a concourse as a team. So it's kind of fun.
How
All
does
right,
that work?
cool.
Like, what kind of ball are you using? Is it like a real
Uh,
baseball?
we use spike ball, and as a bat, we use a broken goalie battle. So
Oh,
And you guys actually have a pitcher and everything like
yeah, we have
that,
a
and a bat
we
and a
we have
catcher.
bases, pitchers, catcher. We have everything. So it's kind of fun.
Wow. Who's the big baseball player? Who's the best one?
Uh,
Best
I would
player.
say I would say the best pitcher is probably Kieran Witkowski and Troy Patton. Those are pretty good pitchers. At bat, PVR is pretty good,
Hmm.
and Zachary Bowen is pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. Wow, playing baseball. You gotta like that. That's cool. You guys improvise, right?
Yeah,
And you guys have
yeah,
a good time. You gotta like that. That's how you keep team
exactly.
bonding, and that's what you guys do. Good
Yeah.
stuff.
all right. So we kind of get into now. You said you had a little bit of a longer practice today. Well, how's everything going this week and getting set for the games coming up this weekend?
It was good. So we had four practices. We have four practices this week, so there's a lot of time and space to work on whatever we want to work on. I don't really want to say it, right? No, but I'm
Of
kidding.
course.
So we did some systems, some skating. It was good, and getting ready for the big games Friday and Saturday.
Well, yeah. I mean, you guys had a good, nice I mean, the last two games against the Sarnia Sting, it was really good. It was nice the way you guys came together. Like it kind of looked like Sarnia was going to take the momentum. It was kind of both games were games of momentum, I guess you could say. So it started on Sarnia with Sarnia on Friday night, and nice win in a shootout. I thought you played really really well out there, and you really really stepped up your game like big time, big time. What did you work on most on the in the off season?
Well, in the off season, mostly like getting stronger. Get in the gym, like work out a lot, and that was the main goal for me to mostly get a better in the gym and get stronger a little bit, and of course, in some skill work too and skating like all around. But I mean, yeah, it's a little different than last year. We have a younger group, different roles for us, the older guys. So I think this weekend it was great to have the win against Sarnia, and then it was great effort I think from the group in Windsor. Coming
Mm.
back in the second period there from 3-0 to 3-3, and just tough end. But we have another game coming up Friday, so we're hoping to win that one.
And you just said it there, as one of the older guys, one of the more experienced guys on the team this year, of course, being named assistant captain. How has that sort of leadership kind of evolved for you now that you are one of the guys that, have been around it for a little bit?
Yeah, it feels great. It's an honor to wear a letter on jersey every time you have a chance. So it's an honor, and it's good. Like I think this is my third year in the Steelheads. I had some experience like internationally too, and I pass along a lot of stuff to the younger guys. We have a lot of rookies on the team, and I think they're doing pretty good. And I'm enjoying that role, to be honest. Like I've been the younger guy and I'm the older guy, so it kind of feels nice.
So you go to Seattle camp, of course, and ripped it up over there, and you played with Carson Rakoff, of course, down there and stuff like that. You guys still keep in touch and whatnot.
Yeah, we do a little bit. He's in Coachella right now. I think he's doing pretty good. He scored the other day, so yeah, the camp was good. Seattle is a great organization. Is a good camp, so it's good. Yeah.
And how much does that help, kind of having somebody else there that you have a relationship with from being on the team, and it's not like everyone's new when you go to the camp.
Yeah, so this year it was great that I knew like everyone from the year before.
Yeah.
Last year when you get drafted, it's all new to you, everyone, the players, the staff. But this year I knew everyone, like just the new couple new, like I don't know, eight or nine new draft picks, but that's about it. So I knew the staff, knew the rank and everything. So it's way easier that way than the first year when you didn't know anyone. So that's good.
That's fantastic. See, that always helps. Absolutely. So, let's talk about the team now. I mean, a lot of people. I'll say it again. A lot of people expected the Steelheads to not even be winning a game right now, as far as I'm concerned. And I've actually thrown a few shots at some people, in my business and stuff like that. Whatever, right? So, I actually threw one the other day. I said to one, I'm not going to mention any names. I said, not going to win a game this year, huh? I said. He just kind of looked at me, and went like this. And anyways, besides that, so you guys still like that still keeps motivating you guys every game kind of thing, to buy in and to
Yeah,
doubt the haters, I guess you could say.
yeah, of course, man. Like, I mean, you always want to prove everyone wrong, right? And I think we can do a lot better than everyone is saying. And we have a great group of guys. And if you just buy into the system, to the team, we can do big things with the team. I think.
How do you kind of find that balance of like, yes, you are kind of taking that and having a chip on your shoulder, but also not trying to pay too much attention to what's happening, outside of the locker room, outside of the rink, and that kind of stuff.
Well, I think it's still hockey, right? Like it's you can win any game against any team, right? So you just get out there, play your game, play as best you can, and good things will happen, right? So like go to play hard every game, and the sometimes it even helps to be little underdogs. You can surprise teams off guard. So we're just trying to focus on every game and go by game, and just try to win as much as we can.
So you had a real close relationship with Adam Zidlicki. Of course, you guys won, a medal at the World Juniors and whatnot. So do you guys, still keep in contact with Adam and stuff like that? Obviously, that was a big win for you guys against Canada. Of course, I'll never forget. That was actually, it was pretty
Yeah.
good what you guys. I have to admit, it was pretty good what you guys did in the dressing room too. So, but
Yeah,
that's
it
pretty
was a long.
funny.
It was
So,
yeah.
yeah. So do you guys, how much contact you keep with Adam still?
Well, I actually haven't spoke to him like the last month or so, but I think he's doing pretty good in the USHL now. But I loved him last year too, so we spent a lot of time together. So
Mm.
that was good. And how you said, World Juniors, that was just great. Winning bronze medal there, beating Canada. So that was unreal.
And the
Just talk
song you
about
guys
that
play.
that that experience, playing in the World Juniors and probably going to get another opportunity here this year as well. Like how can you sort of take that and how does that help you move forward, whether you're, playing internationally or not going forward?
Yeah, well, it helps a lot. I think like you play against the best players there are, right? So it definitely helps a lot. And like last year, it was unreal playing in Canada. Like beating Canada at home, like it doesn't happen that much, right? So it was an unreal experience. And hopefully this year, if I go, it'll be fun again.
I think if anybody's adjusted as an import so quickly, it's been you, in my opinion, to the North American life and whatnot. The way you've conducted yourself, like your English is like perfect. Just to say, some guys that have been playing, that are imports playing now, they still can't speak English, right? But so now you've adjusted. So what is your favorite food besides chicken parm? What have you gone out there and and tell me about it. Talk to me about some of the food.
I still hate the North American food. To be honest, it's just the
That
same.
hasn't changed.
Yeah, still the same food: pasta, rice, chicken, steak, pizza, and that's about it. Maybe chicken sandwich. But the culture back home with the food, like it's a lot better. Like I,
Mm.
I like it way more back home. But you know what? Like it's whatever. But the food thing is just the part I don't really like.
Is schnitzel still your favorite? I remember that was what you came up with the last
Yeah,
time.
yeah, it's up there with my
Yeah.
favorites. Like then of course some traditional foods you guys don't even know that exist, but we heard
I
don't
bet you I
explain it.
do.
But what's
Say,
that?
say it. Say it. I bet you I do. Come on. Try me.
Uh, it's like I'm not. No, I'm not trying to.
No? Okay. Fair enough. But I love trying, just to say, I love trying different
Yeah,
foods from different
yeah.
countries and all that kind of stuff. So, I think I was mentioning this to you, like, in the in Czechia, my sister went there, and she stopped off there in a cruise with their husband and whatnot. And she said that the atmosphere there is just so relaxing. She said she couldn't believe how relaxing it was over there. Just everybody just kind of, would you call Canada stress compared to compared to Czechia?
Uh, well, I guess Toronto is so. If you want to see the traffic, then yeah, it's stress. But
Yeah, I can't say I'm driving to Toronto either. That's terrible.
yeah, yeah. But I guess it's a little more chill over there. It's more like countryside. You have like the big cities, and then you take a little bit, and you get to the countryside, and it's like more chill. Like yeah, I see what he's saying there, but it's a big difference. Like it's not just Czech. Like whole Europe is a little different than the North
Yeah.
American style of living, but it's it's different, But like both has this upsides and downsides, but I think it's both is good and both can be different. Like there's a reason why I came here because of hockey, right? So like something's better, something's worse. So
And obviously there's different, kind of living like you said, but the hockey's different as well too. Like what
yeah,
is that sort of adjustment like? And obviously, you've played a lot in North America now. Like what does that again, the adjustment, but also just like do you have a preference of which game is better or that kind of thing?
uh, well, like the junior hockey, like especially like our age, it's a lot better here because all the competition, all the competition you get here, and like there are guys, so many people like playing hockey here, right? So then like the league is so much like better. like when you compare it to like U20 junior league and back home, like there's not as much kids playing hockey, right? So then it's a little different. But then I guess pro hockey it's a lot different too. Like back home, you have four pro hockey leagues, and like the level of the leagues is different, and the fans are different too. You know, like you go out there for a game and it's crazy, it's madness. And here is like you go to the game and it's so many games that no one really cares until it's playoffs. Uh, so it's a different thing. But I mean, like even the size of the ice is different. Like here is a little smaller, like a little more quicker. The pace is a little up. Over there is more structured and systems. So it's a little different, but both is good. Wouldn't say like right now I'm playing here and I like it, so I would like to keep it that way. So we'll see how it goes.
And you and Parker Von Richter, my goodness. I mean, you guys have been absolutely, yeah, that guy right there. There he is. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, he's driving, just to let everybody know. And Jakub is not. So, but you guys have been absolutely lighting it up together. You guys are paired up on like pretty much almost every game. You guys were both a +6 in one game. What's been how's it working with you guys? How the success?
Well, Mikey, we actually live together too. So I live at his house. So
Oh,
we
there
spend a
we
lot
go.
of time together, and it's kind of working for us on the ice too. So we've been playing with each other like since like 3 years now. So we kind of know what to expect, and I think it's been unreal so far to play with each other. And hopefully we'll keep it up and play good. So
Yeah. Can you guys be the first ones to beat the Brantford Bulldogs
uh,
in
we'll try.
regulation?
We will try.
Okay,
We'll,
that's a good answer. Good answer.
we'll do the best, and we'll try to beat them.
There you go.
And with you guys, it seems like this team, especially this year, like you guys are, you guys are never out of a game. Like whether you get behind early, it always seems like there's a comeback in there. What is that? Like how are you guys create sort of that kind of atmosphere that you're never out of it?
Well, it's not always it's easy to especially when you play like a skill team like Brantford, Windsor, but you always want to be competitive, right? Like you don't want to like just give it the win to them. Just like even if you're down by I don't know 4 or 5 goals, you still want to compete hard and like at least win a period because you have a game coming up probably like the next day or the
Mhm.
couple in a couple next days. So you don't want to like lose 10-0, just give it to them, right? So you want to fight back and just finish on a good note.
What was said? I got to know what was said. I mean, it was three. You guys got off to that 3. Well, Windsor got off to that 3-0 lead on Saturday night, and not a good start. But then I don't know what was said in that second of that first intermission. But you guys came out in that second period. Holy moly! Like even the Windsor paper guys looking at me and going,
Well,
like,
Mikey,
what? And I just looked at him and went, yep.
I
So what
I
was said?
I remember exactly what was said, but I can't say that here. So I
Okay, you
can't
can
I
tell me
can't
on the
say.
side. All right.
No, I can't
Oh, no.
tell
Okay.
anyone that. So
Gotcha.
that
Gotcha.
stays in the room.
All right. Cool. But whatever was said, holy moly.
Yeah,
Keep saying
it
that
will.
same thing. I don't know. So,
Yeah, we will.
my goodness.
In
All
in
right.
that situation though, like is it more of the coaching staff or is it more of the players that are coming up with this kind of stuff?
It's kind of both. It's coming from the players. It's coming from the coaches. You can't be happy going to the room after first period like trailing 3-0. So it's coming from the coaches. It's coming from us. So then it kind of like it's coming from everywhere. Then like you need to change something, right? You can't be playing the same way after you were losing 3-0.
All right. How much can you bench press? How much can you bench press?
Well, yeah. I don't even know. As the pounds, the kilograms, like I don't even know. I'm lost in that.
Can you bench press Parker Von Richter? Can you hold him up and just bench press him a couple times? So that's,
Yeah, yeah. I can do that for sure.
how many? I said about 20, 30.
uh, no, probably once or twice, and I'll be dead. But
All right.
he's
Fair enough.
he's a little too big. He's a little too big. He
Yeah.
he likes
He's got
his
bigger.
late night snacks.
He likes the late night snacks. He likes the chips. He likes the Doritos.
Yeah, he likes chocolate too, and
Oh,
some Scooby snacks too.
Love the Scooby snacks.
how about that? Did you ever let him try that Czech chocolate or what?
Oh yeah, Czech chocolate is our favorite. Like he always steals my chocolate. Actually,
That's awesome. See, that's why Parker's getting fat. See,
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, that's why he's getting big.
yeah. That's why he's chubby. I know. He's really chubby.
No, Parker's not fat. He's like all muscle. You kidding me? He turns that sugar into muscle in like a minute. As soon as he eats chocolate, it turns into muscle. He's like the only guy.
That's what you think. That's what you think, Mikey.
That's awesome.
So you can bench press him. Can you bench press more than him?
Probably not.
No.
Okay.
No.
What's Parker? 185?
Whoa.
205?
No, he's like
185.
he's like 250.
Yeah.
All right. 215. Oh,
No,
Lord.
250. He's
5-0.
5'0".
Oh, Parker, take it easy, buddy. 250, man.
Yeah,
My
he's
Cleveland
chubby.
Browns could use you. I'll tell you
Yeah.
that.
We're off the snack.
Use
Yeah,
all you guys.
the snacks got him.
Get him on the
Oh.
D line.
Yeah, he needs to hit the treadmill.
You hit the treadmill. That's it. There you go.
Oh man. All right, Jakub. Thank you so much for coming on, man. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate Parker Von Richter off to the side too, giving his 2
Thanks,
cents
guys.
as well.
All you
So,
guys have a good time.
yeah,
Be safe.
Thank you. Thank you for coming
Thank
on.
you.
And
No
have a good
problem.
one.
Have a good night. Bye.
Thank you. Okay, bye-bye. Thanks
See
for
you
coming
later.
on.
Thank you. All right, that was Jakub Fibigr and friends in the car coming back from practice. So we'll break that down here coming up after the break, and we'll talk about what games are coming up here in this next stretch for the Steelheads. And we were going to congratulate somebody on the other side. We didn't get there, so we're going to get there on this side. So we'll do that after the break. You're listening to Trout Talk on Saga 960 AM. And welcome back to Trout Talk on Saga 960 AM. I'm Brendan Lang, along with Mikey K, Mike Karafilidis, and Mikey Jakub Fibigr on the program. Seems like every time we have Jakub on, we have a good laugh, and this time it was because he had the whole team in the car. Parker Von Richter was driving the bus apparently, and everybody was there. So it was it was good to see the camaraderie of them coming back from practice.
Well, there you go, right? Like there's the bonding, right? They had a long practice, and you like how he says, he's taken two couple things. I like how they're playing baseball and stuff, and the bonding, and that I think that's pretty cool. Like I wouldn't even have thought of that. Well, yeah, I mean, there's actually probably other teams that do, but whatnot. But that's pretty cool that they do. And second thing, the guy's the assistant captain this year, and he's absolutely taken. I keep saying this, taking the bull by the horns. And him, Parker Von Richter, Gabe Schrupp, a Jakub Fibigr. And you'll see him on the ice too, pointing where everybody's supposed to go, right? On the faceoff, you over here, you over here, over there, right? And he's taken that leadership role and embraced it big time. And Seattle Kraken, I don't know what you're waiting for. I'll just say that. Time for you to sign this guy.
Yeah, I feel like when you look at his game on the ice, and we can talk about the leadership qualities that he obviously has off the ice, but just on the ice, I think the first thing you notice when he came over is that he was a very good skater, very strong skater, does a really good job of kind of closing gaps. I feel like that's kind of his strength, that he moves laterally extremely well. He's very agile. And I think it was just the strength that needs to be added on. And I think the strength is there now. So I really don't see sort of, an area where it's like he needs to get a ton better in this spot. Like, I feel like obviously there's going to be refining, and that's part of growing as a hockey player and whatever, but the skating was already there. Now the strength is there. He thinks the game well too. I just feel like he kind of has all the tools to be successful, obviously at this level and at the next level going forward. So I agree with you. Seattle Kraken are on the clock. Let's
what are you waiting for?
Done.
Get it done. He's such a character too, eh? Like, when James Richmond talks about, what do you look, I've asked him before, what do you look for when you're scouting a player? First thing, character.
Yep.
First thing. And that guy's got character, and he's the perfect assistant captain. And man, yeah, Seattle, let's go. Chop.
Yeah,
sign this guy.
100%. And it was, again, it's always funny when we have him on. Remember last time we had him on, he was talking about his Teletubby that he dressed up as.
yeah.
Halloween. So, always, like you said, great character. Great to talk to Jakub. And he's been
a great player.
He's been awesome ever since he's come over. Like from the first, remember he scored the first goal of the season in his first game.
Yep.
And you just knew he was going to be able to take off from there. So great to have him on the program. Again, big thank you to Jakub Fibigr for coming on the show here today. All right, we got to talk about another defenseman on the Steelheads back end. rookie defenseman Peter Green, who was away from the team, playing for Team Canada Red, I believe, at the U17s, and ends up winning the championship. He gets the gold medal. U17s, awesome experience for him, and huge congratulations. We'll have to talk to him at some point and get his reaction to that. But big congratulations to Peter Green. He's been great all year, and really cool to see that rewarded playing for his country.
Yeah, I mean, and he got in the gold medal game. He got an assist as well, right? So, congratulations to him and his brother David and the family. Of course, that's one for the trophy case, especially as a 16-year-old. And James Richmond has described him, and we mentioned it on broadcast, as probably most likely future captain of the Steelheads, right? The way he plays out there, he plays hard, he plays strong, he's not scared, and that's the thing about a 16-year-old. He gets better, and he gets better every game. And this experience out at the U17s obviously is going to help him big time. And when he comes back, well, it's going to be his first game back. The game will be done now against the Oshawa Generals. It'll be on Friday night, right? How much better is he going to be from that too, right?
100%. And it's been, like you said, you can see the progression even from the beginning of the year to where he was before he went to the U17s. And then obviously that's just going to create that more because, you're playing against the best competition. I mean, he's playing against the best people of his age group at this tournament. So I feel like that's a huge thing. And, you kind of get the experience of playing in really big games as well. And if the Steelheads want to get to where they want to go this year and play in the postseason, you're going to have to kind of have a little bit of experience in that. And, he can draw from that now. He's played in a gold medal game. He's won a championship in that regard. Obviously he's played in an OHL Cup too. So that plays into it as well. Like you have all those different stages of it, and now you kind of know what to expect when you play in a big game. So once again,
absolutely, no, 100%. I was just gonna say. So now, if you're James Richmond, what do you do in the back end? They've got a little bit of a log jam in the back end, a little bit of a log jam. So now Owen Cartwright. I thought Owen Cartwright had a good weekend. Just to say, right? I thought he played well. That's second-year defenseman for the Brampton Steelheads. So now Peter Green comes back. I mean, it's going to be tough. I know Jared Harding. I know he's not with the team right now. I think he's down in the GO. I'm pretty sure, or whatever, OJHL.
Let me find out.
So,
but yes,
I'm pretty sure he's playing down there right now. But you got quite the good situation of defense now, where you can sub guys in and out. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. That's for sure. But I really love his game.
100%. Yeah. And obviously Peter Green, like you said, he's going to be a mainstay on this team. Yeah, you're right. Playing for the Newmarket Hurricanes, OJHL.
Yeah.
Jared Harding. So yeah, obviously Peter Green's going to be a mainstay, but you're right. They do have a logjam. And I've liked Owen Cartwright's game this year. I didn't, get to see a ton of him obviously over this past weekend with them being on the road. But the games that he's gotten into, I thought he's looked a lot better than in his rookie season. I think he played 20 games last year for the Steelheads, and he looks bigger. He looks stronger. Like that's definitely a huge plus. And I think he's played well since he's been in there. So you're right. They've got 7-8 guys that could really play. And I mean, Jared Harding obviously in there, Sean Matthew Goyette, who played a couple weeks ago, I think, after starting the season with the team. They've got quite a few guys who could step in. So it will be interesting to see how they look at that and how they look to kind of shuffle those pieces around. We'll have to wait and see, of course, but as of right now, they've got a lot of guys back there that they can rely on. So that's a huge part of it. All right, so let's jump into these last two games we were just kind of talking about. We'll start with the Sarnia game. So the Steelheads, again, they get down 1 goal. That doesn't really matter. They fight back. They take it in a shootout in that game. What did you kind of make of that one, Mikey? And the Steelheads obviously getting back into the win column after struggling a little bit there coming into it.
Yeah, again, they didn't give up. And, Sarnia scored the first goal in that game, right? So at 12-13, Easton Wallos, another rookie, he's been having a great year for the Sarnia Sting. So he opens up the scoring, then Fibigr ties it, and then it's going back and forth. And then Matej Stankoven, when he scored to make it 3-2, was a beautiful behind the back pass from Justin Bontno, and he set up right in the right circle, and he absolutely blasted it by Patrick Quinlan. And I mean, no goalie would have had a chance at this one. I found at that game, when that goal was scored, by Matej Stankoven. And Matej Stankoven, of course, the first round import pick from Slovakia. And that's Logan Stankoven's cousin, just to let everybody know. Yes. And he does talk to him. Yes. It's not one of those cousins that say, "Oh, yeah, that's my cousin, whatever, this and that." He actually does talk to him. So, anyway, yeah. But it was a beautiful goal. And I thought that was the turning point. I thought the team really, really started to gain a lot of momentum after that. And I know Parker Von Richter made it 4-2 after that, like really, really quickly. Like, I mean, 2 goals, like Stankoven scored a 5:07. So do the math there. And Von Richter scored a 5:22 of the third. So what's that? 20 or not even 14 seconds, 15 seconds. That's 15 seconds apart.
Yeah,
2 goals,
it was,
15 seconds apart, right? So that made
Yep.
it 4-2. And then Sarnia made it closer at the end, or they tied it, excuse me, with Lukasz Fischer scoring the goal at 14:49. Sorry, then I got the score. That made it 4-4. Yeah, and then the shootout, Zach Bowen was good. Jack Van Volsen, was nice to see Jack Van Volsen back, the former Steelhead, of course. He took the first shot in the shootout, and he tried to go in between the legs of Zach Bowen. Zach Bowen said nope. And then it was Gabe Sherratt, and then he scored. And then I can't remember.
Avery, Josh Avery.
Yeah, no, it took the shot for Sarnia. I can't
Oh,
remember
sorry.
who it was, sort of like for me. The
It
second
was
one. But
Matthew
anyways,
Manza.
that's it. Man's up, correct. So he took the second one. Bowen just stood there, made a nice save. Beautiful. And then, Josh Avery on that last shootout goal. He started slow, then he went really, really fast. Really, really fast. And he took a nice little quick shot right to the blocker's side that beat Quinlan. And that was the game. And it was that game. They never gave up. They just kept fighting, kept going hard. It was another game of momentum. Sarnia would get the momentum, and then Brampton would get the momentum, and then went to a shootout, and deservedly so. And and then the Steelheads won it. So it was a big win to start that road trip. Big win.
100%. You always want to get that win out of the way in that in the first game of the road trip. And again, the Steelheads had been scuffling a little bit going into that, so it was big to pick up 2 points there. And then it was going to be a tough one the day after. They go to Windsor to play against the Spitfires, and the Steelheads do end up losing 6-3. They were down 3-0. They tied it up at 3, and then they just couldn't quite hold on to it in the third period with Windsor scoring 3 more. That's a really good team over there in the Windsor Spitfires, and the Steelheads put up a really good fight.
Oof. Yeah, they did. And you know what? It was the second career start for Luke Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
He was the first goalie taken in the last priority selection draft, the OHL priority selection. So first goalie taken off the board, Chicago native, and he got kind of off to a slow start. Steelheads are off to a slow start, 3-0 after that first period. Green Tree was really, really good in that game, and you could see the Steelhead or the LA Kings got a good one. That guy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, scoring 2 goals in that game, but in that first period, it was right off the bat. There was a 2-2 win. It was JC Lemieux. He got in behind the defense, and it was a breakaway goal on Johnson. And then he scored the second goal, JC Lemieux, and then Jack Nesbitt. My goodness, he had a goal and 2 assists in that game. He's the draft pick of the Philadelphia Flyers. They got a good one there. But as I said, Luke Johnson got off to kind of a slow start. He kind of settled in a little bit after. Steelheads all shot him in that game, don't forget as well, right? And then here comes the second period. And here come the Steelheads again, just fighting and fighting and fighting. And who gets the first goal for the Steelheads? Matej Stankoven. Again, it seems like the team rallies around Matej Stankoven when he scores and he gets hyped up and stuff like that, right? It just seems like that to me. And then Gabe Sherratt with 2 goals after that of his own to tie the game at 3 after 2 periods. So, everything's looking good. And then there was a couple penalties maybe that Steelheads, shouldn't have taken, whatnot. That happens all the time to every team, I guess. And then the breakout came out for the Windsor Spitfires in that third period. And that's when Green Tree scored the empty netter. It really was a 5-3 game, right? And then, so that was pretty much it. But they kept fighting. It's a Windsor Spitfire team that's ranked third in the CHL top 10. So just to throw that
Yeah,
out
I
there.
mean, you just went over a ton of the names there on Windsor, and I mean, lots of NHL draft guys, and Liam Greentree obviously leading the charge in that, a really great player. So it's always going to be tough going into Windsor, especially Saturday night. You know, it's always a
Yeah.
tough game to play there. But for the Steelheads to get behind and then still fight back, get it back to 3-3, as you said it, you know, in the second period when they came out, it looked like a completely different team. Seems like the second period is the best for the Steelheads for whatever reason. Like they kind of ease their way into the game maybe in the first, and then the second they just come out flying. And I would say most of the time they're the better team in that second frame and carry it into the third. Obviously that time it didn't necessarily work out, but lots of fights in that game as well, Mikey. It was it was a rough one. Was it Von Richter got into one?
Reed
Patton
Gee.
was it as well? Reed Gee, yes.
Yeah.
So
Reed Gee got into one. Patton got into one. I think there was so much like pushing and shoving and grabbing and punching and whatnot after the whistle. But I guess that's going to happen when two teams don't see each other that much, right? And and it's first of two meetings between these two teams. So, wow, it was a good game in Windsor, and Windsor, they probably thought they were going to go in there and just beat the Steelheads handily. No, Steelhead said no, and that's the identity of this team, and we're going to keep saying it. They keep fighting and fighting and fighting, and they're not going to go out without a fight. And again, I just want to look at the shots on goal here at the end of the game. They outshot them. They outchanced them. They outchanced the Windsor Spitfires big time. Michael Newlove played a good game for them. So I don't know if you could pull it up there, Brendan, but I can't see the shots on goal yet.
Yeah, let me.
Why is it not showing me?
Let me find that here for you. But yeah, I mean, it seems like that's something that the Steelheads definitely want to look to do is get as much towards the net as possible. 26 to 20 in favor of Brampton, which is low shooting either way. But yeah, I mean, I feel like we've seen that quite a bit where the Steelheads have outchanced their opponents and just haven't quite been able to get those goals to go in. But I feel like that's something that will come as the year goes on. So
it's going to come. Exactly. It's early.
Yeah, exactly. It is definitely a good sign for sure. All right. So those were the last two games that the Steelheads played. Now they do have two games coming up at the time of recording this. They have the Oshawa Generals on Friday in Brampton, 7:00 start. You can hear that on Saga 960 AM. And then you have the Brantford Bulldogs in Brantford. Seems like the Steelheads play them every weekend in Brantford. And that's a 4:00 start on Saturday. Again, you can hear it on Saga 960 AM. But we're not going to kind of break down each game because they will already be done. But what are you just kind of expecting for the Steelheads going into this weekend?
Well, I'll talk quickly about Oshawa.
Yeah, okay.
Oshawa, last year, I mean, it was the first. What happened last year in the playoffs? First round exit for the Steelheads. Who beat them out? Oshawa Generals.
Yep.
That should be enough motivation for this Steelheads team to come out in this first game and show the Oshawa Generals who's boss. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely different rosters on both sides, but still, there's enough remaining guys from each side that I think there will definitely be some of that going into that game. So that's a big win against the Generals. Obviously, Brantford, really, really difficult team to play against. Really good. I mean, and just talking about Oshawa, they get Danford and Sandu from them, so they really shore up the back end as well. It should be
unbelievable.
It's definitely a good team to watch. Now, the Steelheads then play on Thursday after that, and they play against the Peterborough Petes. So we can talk about that a little bit, just maybe a couple of minutes here, because that'll kind of be the next game that we'll have after this comes out on Sunday. So the Steelheads again facing off against the Peterborough Petes. That's in Peterborough on Thursday.
Yeah, so Peterborough Petes, they're on a winning streak right now, right? I think they've won 5 in a row, I believe. Let's have a look. I think it's 5 in a row, I believe, but they might lose by the time by the time to play the Steelheads. I know they got to play Sarnia before the Steelheads, right? And whatnot. So, this is a team they play hard. Don't forget the last time the Steelheads played the Peterborough Petes, and that was in Brampton. It was a feisty game. It was tons of action. I think Gabe Sherrock got into a fight that game, as I remember. Mason Zabeski got into a fight that game. It's a rivalry, and it's tough to play in that. And again, it's tough to play in that arena with those square corners. Very, very tough with those square corners. So, but they played already twice this year, and both have been pretty good battles. And I expect another good battle between these two Eastern Conference foes.
Yeah, 100%. And the Steelheads dropping both of those first two games against the Peterborough Petes. I believe the first game of the year was in Peterborough as well.
Right.
and the Steelheads lost that one. So Peterborough's on a 4-game winning streak at this point. But again, could change by then. But still, they are playing really well. They're playing good hockey. So
They are.
it will
And they
be,
just made a trade.
yeah, that's right. So you know,
Caden
it'll be,
Taylor's don't sound, man.
yeah, I mean, it'll always be tough, I think, for the Steelheads. Again, you just want to see them get off to a better start. I just feel like we've said that so many times, that if they could just score the first couple goals, that would go such a long way, because they're so good in the second and third periods. I feel like if they just get out to that start, they'll have no problem hanging on to those games.
100%. And where have all the wins come from, Brendan? Mostly, there's been a couple of comebacks. Don't get me wrong, but when they score first, you're bang on. It seems like they play with more confidence, and the second period just always falls into their place. And like I said, the Jakub Fibigr, I don't know what said in the dressing room after first intermission. I want to find out, but yeah, so yeah, it's very, very key that they score first in both these games. And hey, anybody could beat anybody.
100%.
Like, go back to Brantford. Like, yeah, Brantford's got a real skilled team, but it's been proved in playoffs and whatnot. It doesn't matter what you do in the regular season. When playoffs start, it's a different ball game. I'll just say that. So, and even during the regular season, anybody can beat anybody. Everybody's a hockey player.
Yeah,
I'll just keep it at that.
Yeah, and
they're there for a reason.
Exactly. Every team has talent. Every player is in that league for a reason. So it can definitely happen 100%. All right. So we got about a minute here. Let's do the 3 stars. I got 3. I'll throw out here.
Sure.
For the Steelheads. And again, they're not in any order. I'm just going to name the 3. Matej Stankoven, definitely in there. He was great this past weekend. I think I got to put Gabe Sherrod in there as well. You know, another 2 goals for him over the weekend. And I'm going to throw Troy Patton in there too. He gets a goal. He gets a fight as well. Gets everybody fired up. I like the games from him this past weekend.
Yeah, it's good. No, that's really good. I like those 3 stars. Well, I'm going to go. Okay, but you took Stankoven away from me. So
of course you can still use.
No. I can't.
Oh, you're gonna go. Okay, you're gonna go all 3
No,
different.
I'm gonna go three different ones. Well,
okay.
I'm gonna go Gabe Sherrod. Well, you pick Gabe Sherrod too. So anyway, I gotta go. You have to go Gabe Sherrod.
Yeah,
Gabe Sherrod was absolutely phenomenal this weekend. I'm gonna go Jakub Fibigr in these 2 games. He was awesome on the back end, and his partner Parker Von Richter. Those 2 were absolutely dynamite on the back end for the Steelheads, and they're just going to continue to get better. And that's a pretty good one of the best back ends probably in the OHL. I can't think of another pairing. I mean, those 2 were a +6. Let's just say that against the, I think it was the Erie Otters, right? But they just continue to shine back there. So those are my 3 stars in the weekend. They played great.
Love it. All right. Do you have anything quick life tip you want to give out?
Quick. Yeah. Do you ever run into somebody that you didn't remember, and then somebody comes up to me and they're like, "Hey, Mike, how's it going?"
Yeah.
Has ever happened to you?
Yeah.
Okay. What happened to me the other day? 2 people. This one guy, I'm not going to say his name because you never know, he might be watching. I was at the gas station pumping gas, and I guess he was in front of me. Didn't recognize him at all. Oh man, I felt bad. He's like, "Hey, Mikey, how's it going?" I'm like, "I'm okay." It's kind of weird.
Hey, how's it going?
So I was kind of looking. I'm like, "What the?" Didn't recognize him. You don't remember me? I'm blank. Oh my goodness! I felt so bad. But anyway. Yeah. So if you see somebody, just kind of go along with them. I guess there's your tip. And then another one in the grocery store again. There's this there's this girl that from grade 1 to 8, and I'm not going to say her name again, obviously. And she was in the same aisle as me, and we were looking at stuff. And she looks she goes, "Hey, Mike, what the?" I'm like, "Hey, how's it going?" She goes, "Good, and you?" I'm like, "Good. You don't remember me?" I'm like, "Oh my God, again." The same day. The same day. Can you believe that? Right?
Wow.
So anyway, life tip. And then she said her name, and I was like, "Oh my goodness." Really nice girl.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, that's crazy when you see people from like a long time ago.
she goes, "You haven't changed that much." I'm like,
well, that's good. That's a compliment.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, well, you've changed. Well, she did. And whatever. And if you see somebody, like, even if you don't know, Be polite.
just
To
play
yeah, it's been a
along.
long time ago. Just play
Yeah.
along. There's a life tip for you.
All right. Mikey, thanks for being here. Of course, Jakub Fibigr, big thank you to him for coming on the program as well. The Steelheads got some big games coming up this weekend and going into next week. So looking forward to those. Thank you so much for coming along, whether you're listening here on this Sunday afternoon on Saga 960, or if you are watching on YouTube, comment down
Hit that
below.
subscribe button.
Yep. Subscribe, of course. Drop a like. We love that. But yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and have a great rest of your day.